Hello and welcome to another episode of 3 Minute Game Pass. I'm Nathan and my goal today is to let you know whether or not this Game Pass game is worth your time and bandwidth. Today's game is Donut County. Have you ever wanted to torment a town of animals by sucking them all into a hole that drops them into the center of the earth? What, are you saying that's weirdly specific? Well, I guess you haven't played Donut County yet, so let's check it out. Donut County is released on both Xbox and PC. They do not cross-save between the two, however, and it also does have enhancements for Xbox One X, including 4K and HDR, and this game has no DLC. It's complete as is. So what on earth is Donut County? Well, it's a simple level-based puzzle game about essentially sucking things into a hole in the ground. As the hole consumes more and more things around the map, it gets bigger and bigger, letting you suck up bigger and bigger things. Kind of a reverse Katamari if you've played that game. The framing device is that everybody in Donut County is in a hole in the center of the earth and trying to figure out how they got there, and each of the animals tells their story while you relive the experience of sucking everything they own, love, and care about into an ever-growing hole into the core of the earth, which admittedly is pretty funny. And all these characters are funny and entertaining as they retell their story, and the game adds a lot of small mechanics along the way. You're not just sucking things up in holes in the ground. You'll suck up fire and corn to make popcorn. You'll suck up a firework to shoot something down so you can get it. You'll suck up water and then have to, have a bird drink it to get rid of it. All sorts of random stuff that keeps the gameplay fresh. So what do I like about this game? I love the characters, the aesthetics, and the story. It's cute and charming. It's incredibly lightweight. There isn't really a lot of deep plot going on here. It's kind of just making a joke about how raccoons love garbage and don't know what donuts are. But they're all fairly entertaining, and how they interact off each other is cute and funny. The gameplay, while incredibly simple, is fun, and one thing I really appreciated was actually they don't overuse any of their mechanics. They introduce new mechanics for one level, maybe two levels, and then they move on to something else. If they had persevered and maybe had mechanics last for multiple levels or something, it might have actually gotten stale, but because they're constantly adding new fresh stuff and then throwing it away to add other new fresh stuff involving the whole, it works really well. And on that note, I actually appreciate that this game is short and sweet. Games don't have to be long to be good. I think that's something a lot of people worry about too much. This is a short game. It is exactly the right length it should be, and I really appreciate that. When it comes to my negatives, I do think that the gameplay can get repetitive. They do their best to keep it fresh, but you are essentially doing the same thing over and over. It's very simple, and you might get bored of it overall. This game is also really, really easy. I think it's a great game for kids in that regard, but if you're the kind of person who is looking for the Dark Souls of whole small animal simulator, this is not it. And lastly, the final boss just really sucked. I felt like it broke pace with the rest of the game. It does incorporate some of the older mechanics, but really, it was kind of a letdown ending, all things considered. Not enough to ruin the game, but enough to be frustrating. As you know here, I rate games on a must-play, maybe consider don't bother 3-point scale. This is actually a must-play, and the reason why is that one of the things I love about Game Pass is the fact that you can play these short and sweet indie games and not worry about how much the cost of it was. Donut County is like the perfect Game Pass game. It is a brief, bite-sized, really fun experience that does exactly what it wants to do and then ends. Now, it would be hard for me to recommend this game to buy, says the guy who actually previously bought it twice, but for free, it's absolutely worth spending these 3 to 4 hours and taking a trip into Donut County. But that's all I've got for you today. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you go and enjoy the hell out of Donut County.